So Marcus, can we expect it to continue to be cold?
Yeah, we've got to get through tomorrow morning, Katie, and then after that, we're going to start to see these temperatures warm up for us. Now, in comparison back to February, there's a lot of comparisons that may be made here. This is the first time that we've had two back-to-back nights of widespread temperatures in the 20s. So you got to go back to after the February freeze. That was around the 19th and 20th, and the last time we had temperatures in the 20s. Either way, it has been very cold for us today. What caused our wintry precipitation this morning? Well, it was this upper level disturbance that swung across the area. It brought in the moisture and also generated the clouds that we saw here in East Texas. But now that disturbance has continued to pull away, and it's also bringing in some of the colder temperatures pushing through the area as well. Let me show you the satellite sequence though as we give you a look at what took place here earlier this morning. You'll notice here as we go back in time, if we can take our graphics full, it'd be great. Let me show you what took place as we approach 1 a.m. There you can notice that we had a lot of clouds, and we started to begin to see some radar returns of some of the very light precipitation that began to take shape. But watch how it blossomed very quickly. There's 3 a.m. We had a mixture of some sleet and even some snowflakes flying around. However, here at the surface, things were just too dry for any accumulation. This moisture generating this precipitation came from the upper level system, and there was enough lift in the atmosphere for us to see this precipitation pass through. So that's why the Weather Service put out a winter weather advisory, because some elevated surfaces could see maybe some brief accumulation, but very light. It really didn't amount to much though. After daybreak, maybe when most of you began to wake up, you probably saw a few flurries flying around, and what a pretty sight that it was to see that. But that all pulled out by about 10 to 11 a.m. and the clouds started to follow suit. Lots of clouds through the early afternoon, but as we anticipated, we thought we would get some sunshine. It took a long time though, finally clearing out of Toledo Bend into the late afternoon hours. So very, very light accumulation. This is from Emerald Bay, Ross Hayes. Look at this here on some of the rooftops there. This in between a couple of the roofs. You can notice there some sleet pellet accumulation. Trace amounts for us. So officially, this does not go down as our first winter weather precipitation of the year. However, it is still a pretty sight to see. All right, let me show you where we stand right now with temperatures. As the skies are clear, we are falling back down into the low 30s. 31 in Jefferson, Mineola at 36, Henderson at 34, 38 in Gun Barrel City, already near freezing back towards Center and Carthage right now. Nacogdoches at 35, Zavala, you're at a temperature of 36, and Crockett at 37. But this is what it feels like when you have that wind that continues out of the northwest. It feels like the 20s, and the temperature change is a whole lot colder compared to where we were yesterday. All right, overnight tonight, look at the lows again. 19 Mount Pleasant, Mineola 20, Emory at 18 tomorrow morning. Athens, you're going to be down to 19 degrees. Carthage at 18. 20 in Lufkin, 21 in St. Augustine, and Groveton at a temperature of 20. Very cold for tomorrow, and it will feel like the mid and maybe some brief low teens because of a gentle north wind. Nothing like what we had this morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to push near 50, sunshine. It is going to be a great day. It'll feel better, but temperatures are still below normal. We're going to drop back below freezing on Tuesday. Let me show you Wednesday. That's when our next cold front moves in, but the effects of that front are not noticed until Friday morning, when lows drop down into the low 20s again. We do warm up into the weekend, but we are going to track some rain chances. So your warmest day before the next front will be on Tuesday, with temperatures in the 60s, and then it gets colder, Katie, to end the work week.
All right, thank you, Marcus.